Happiness is not just a fleeting emotion, but a profound state of mind, shaped by your acceptance, denial, or rejection of your circumstances at any given moment. Imagine this. The very objects that flood you with joy may leave others completely indifferent, and vice versa. You can test the truth of this by observing the world around you. Your likes and dislikes are intricately linked to anchors buried deep within your subconscious mind, shaping your every reaction. Ever wonder why you instinctively like or dislike someone or something at first sight? It's because the new stimuli connect with hidden nodes in your mind, sparking emotions like joy, sadness, anger, or even envy. These perceived objects or people act as external switches, flipping on reactions within your psyche. At times, you may find yourself in situations that you know could be beneficial to you, yet you resist accepting them, or you simply block yourself from doing so. Often, what obstructs your acceptance of reality is your false ego, your constructed identity, or your assumed I. This self-created narrative usually clashes with your external perceptions, leading to inner turmoil and feelings of unhappiness, anger, and in many cases, self-hate. Consider this. Even someone who claims to be aware that they are not their body and are separate from it, often involuntarily identifies with their face and body. It is this identification that categorizes you as a man or woman, attractive or unattractive, or king or pauper. The highest stage of understanding in Vedanta is realizing that subjective awareness is formless and boundless, and that it is the same truth manifesting in all living beings as well as in inert objects. The Supreme Truth manifests through mediums or instruments known as upadhi in Sanskrit. When there is no tangible upadhi, the Supreme Truth is perceptible as just empty space or sky. Let us take fire, for example. While fire exists ubiquitously, its manifestation relies on specific conditions: fuel, heat, and oxygen. The fuel, whether wood, paper, gas, or oil, serves as the medium or upadhi. In essence, omnipresent in space, fire reveals itself only under particular circumstances. Likewise, the Supreme Self, similar to fire, manifests through upadhis or mediums under certain physical conditions. Just as fire requires the right elements to emerge, so too does the Supreme Self, which is all-pervading in the form of space or mahakasha that enables or permits the existence of all physical and abstract objects, require specific conditions for its perceptible revelation. So, where exactly do abstract phenomena such as the emotions of happiness, fear, and others actually take place, exist, or unfold? Just as space enables and permits the existence of anything physical or abstract, the sky of the mind, or Chidakasha, is where even the Mahakasha exists. It is because unless one is conscious and visualizes or perceives something in the sky of their mind, that thing does not exist. Alright, let us investigate to know why one sometimes feels under mental stress. Pressure in the mind is invariably caused by factors such as the sense of entitlement and attachment to an object, individual, or idea. Shedding such attachments immediately relieves the pressure on your ego. When you are no longer concerned with what others will say or think, you attain peace and happiness. This detachment enables you to navigate life's ups and downs with equanimity, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and contented existence. Once you succeed in detaching yourself from mundane matters, you are ready to develop what is known as Advaita Drishti, or non-dual perspective. This perspective allows you to perceive yourself as the whole, with every other perceptible object existing within that whole. It's similar to how the sky might perceive all the constellations, stars, and planets. If the sky could think, wouldn't it observe the trillions of galaxies as existing within it? Now, despite this, the sky remains unaffected. There is another well-known analogy given by Sri Ramana. Think of a film being projected on a screen. Whether it's an action film, a war film, or a children's film, the screen remains unaffected by the film. The film, however, cannot be seen unless it is projected on the screen. And even after the film is over, the screen still exists, either empty or ready for another film. The film projected on the screen can trigger strong emotions in people. Some people even sob loudly while watching a sad film. Anything you perceive can be perceived only in the screen or sky of your knowledge and awareness, which is your mental sky or Chidakasha. Therefore, when the actual attributeless and formless you is nothing but your existence and consciousness, wouldn't it be right to say that your true self remains unaffected by external events and experiences, much like the way the screen remains unchanged by films projected onto it, or like the sky on which all the trillions of galaxies have no effect? This understanding helps you realize that your essence is formless and boundless, and that it is the foundation upon which all perceptions are projected. By recognizing and embracing this truth, you can navigate life with a sense of inner peace and stability, and due to detachment, stay unaffected by the transient nature of external circumstances. One of the Mahavakyas, or grand statements of the Upanishads, is Prajnanam Brahma, which translates to consciousness or knowledge is Brahman. Without this consciousness, nothing can be perceived, and this consciousness is Brahman, in which everything exists, and that you are, Tattvam Asi. It's a Mahavakya from the Chandogya Upanishad, Shloka 6.8.7. Remember, if you're looking for peace, first learn not to complicate things with extensive philosophy, religious rituals, or following some holy person who asks you to do crazy things. First, calm your mind, for which all you have to do is to think to yourself, all right, I am in such and such a situation. So what? Let me think about what I should be doing next. It is ironic that despite one's state of mind being the only thing truly within one's control, dictating mental, oral, or physical actions, people often spend their entire lives seeking someone else to control it or to teach them how to control it. Ignorance of one's ability to easily control their mind, and thereby all their actions and reactions, renders them mentally, spiritually, and even physically weak, making them easy targets for people and organizations that build cults based on this ignorance. The ultimate goal of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita or the Upanishads is not to secure a place for a devotee in some distant realm called heaven or something like that, but to help individuals master their own mind with ease. Let this sink in. Your happiness, sadness, anger, fear, envy, and other emotions are merely states of your mind or different genres of films being projected on your mental screen of consciousness. You can control them at the flick of a button in your mind if you realize your ability to do so. Finding peace can be easily achieved by coming to terms with any situation, at least temporarily, forcing your emotions to take a back seat and allowing your intellect to take over. Save yourself from self-pity and from selling your dignity to someone, some cult, or some idea. Be free and never forget that you are that. Your formless, boundless, and all-pervading consciousness is that supreme truth that you are looking for. Thank you. Peace. Stay blessed. Jai Shri Krishna.